Whether he should put the power, which is a new feature for the Motogp 20 game. In terms of fuel consumption, we should have it on 0, 1 or 2. And Alex Rins put it on 0. Let's see if he has put it on 0, because if he has, he won't make a lightning start on pole position, and he may well have done, because he's gone backwards off pole position. Alex Marquez, our race winner for last time out, has made the best start, and that's Danilo Petrucci straight into back of someone. Maverick Vinales has gone down there as well. Now Marquez onto the ground. Well, we said it was going to be carnage, and that's exactly what it is.
How is someone all the way on the inside of the grass there at turn 1? I don't even know how that's happened.
Lorenzo Savadori, another one of the fallers there. He was up to 4th at one point as the Aprilia test rider, but has eventually gone down. Has now got Maverick Vinales for company. He barges his way through. He's a podium finisher in virtual races 1 and 2, and he means business after that crash on the opening lap of the opening corner. The Monster Energy Yamaha man is looking to close in on the podium finishers and hopefully finally take his first win in virtual terms.
Let's just take a look at who's in 4th place there. It is, of course, the reigning world champion Marc Marquez. He's already come through from 9th on the grid. So pretty much a world champion start from Marc there. Let's see if he can catch up with these top 3, as it looks like they're just starting to break away.
It's the tech twat of Iker Lecuona, who's a surprise package so far. It was his teammate Miguel Oliveira that stunned everybody by qualifying in 5th place, but Lecuona's come through from nowhere on the grid to take 3rd. Meanwhile, there's Alex Marquez that's gone down. He's come together with Pecco Bagnaia. Goodness gracious. I thought his brother was just about to clip his bike on the way through there. Luckily, he just managed to avoid it, but Alex Marquez has gone down, and it's allowed Pecco Bagnaia to escape at the front. We've already seen him take victory last time out on the final lap. He was pretty close to taking the victory in Mugello as well. He's now got a comfortable lead with everybody else behind him, or at least the main contenders having crashed out.
It's Petrucci with a really slow run onto the straight. Just Maverick's absolutely blown by him there. So Maverick now up into 5th place. As it looks like Fabio Quartararo has just gone through on Marc Marquez, that is. Yes, it is.
I think Vinales there was just saying that he keeps seeing Danilo Petrucci appear and disappear. Not sure why. I think it's because his internet connection can't be too good. We already saw him, as we said in the press conference, with some fairly dodgy Wi-Fi. Yeah, I've just been told that it's Petrucci. He's been off a hotspot. He's got his mobile hotspot going, so that's why he's dipping in and out. 4G clearly not hanging on.
Obviously not the best connection for him there. We'll have to see if it maybe even pay in his favour as he can start barging some people out of the way and just blame it on his 4G connection.
Here we go, then back at the front. It's Iker Lecuona up to 2nd place now. What a run this is from the Motogp rookie. He's got a former Motogp rookie behind him in Fabio Quartararo, and then Marc Marquez, the world champion as well. Both of them starting to close in on the KTM. What a super start for Lecuona. Up to 2nd place already on lap number 2.
Now this is pretty good positioning for Fabio here. We know he's really fast. In all of these virtual races that have gone before, we've seen him be one of the quickest guys on the grid. But often, oh my lord, Lecuona's gone absolutely flying. How many barrel rolls is that? What's that, about 40 of them?
Certainly winning an Olympic gold medal, that. What a couple of pirouettes that was.
And it looked like Fabio Quartararo was also down with him, so I wonder if those two came together. Of course, Quartararo was chasing him down for that 2nd position.
Simone Biles would be happy with a spin like that from Iker Lecuona. That was superb stuff. Although I'm pretty sure he won't be best pleased with the fact that he got 10 out of 10 for style. I'm sure he'd have preferred to stay in the podium hunt. As you said, he took Fabio Quartararo with him, or possibly vice versa. So I don't want to be pointing any fingers at who the culprit was.
No, we didn't see it. Oh, we did see that one though, and that was Lecuona down again. I think he made contact with Lorenzo Savadori there.
And possibly Tito Rabat as well, the pair of them coming together. He's slipped back to 10th now as Lecuona, so in the blink of an eye, Iker Lecuona has gone from looking at a debut Motogp podium in 2nd place, he's now down to 10th. Here's the name of Petrucci then, the Wi-Fi still holding on at the moment in 5th. There's Alex Marquez as well, 4th at the moment. For our race winner first time out at Mugello. He's got Maverick Vinales ahead of him, and then Marc Marquez as well. Remember, the world champion starting from 9th on the grid, getting a little bit excited there when I saw Pecco Bagnaia just touch the gravel on the outside of the curbs, just about held on.
Tito Rabat's day not going too well. Just saw him pop up there for another crash. He's obviously still down in 10th place, I believe he is. Yes, he is.
And here's the man that qualified 5th on the grid, Miguel Oliveira is in the back of the picture. Fabio Quartararo starting to make inroads once again, this time past Lorenzo Savadori. Next ahead of him is the KTM Tech Twat of Miguel Oliveira in 6th place. Well, this is a battle that we want to focus on. This is a proper heavyweight scrap. Marc Marquez on the factory Honda with Maverick Vinales on the factory Yamaha behind him, and then behind him his younger brother, also on a factory Honda, Alex Marquez. The three of them all go into battle there, and there goes Fabio Quartararo. Well, he's no other way of saying it, completely and utterly taken out Miguel Oliveira there. And somehow, whilst we're focusing on that, Marc Marquez has gone from 2nd to 4th. Both Alex Marquez and Maverick Vinales have got the better of him. That trio was completely swapped around. It was 2nd Marc Marquez, 3rd Maverick Vinales, 4th Alex Marquez. It's now the complete opposite with Alex Marquez up to 2nd and Marc Marquez down to 4th.
Alex Marquez, now obviously it's good for him that he's moved into 2nd. He does need to be careful. We heard him just a minute ago, he said how good the Yamaha was on the brakes. And Maverick Vinales, well, we know he's pretty tenacious, so he'll be looking for a way past any opportunity that he gets given.
Here we are then, on board with Marc Marquez, where we were for just a split second. Now back to watching all three of these guys in the same camera shot. You can see all three of them on the right-hand side as well, or you did for a split second. Total concentration from Alex Marquez as he leads this fight at the moment for 2nd place. You can see him leaning to the right as he was going through the right-handers and then flicking back to the left-hand side, the head going with him, as was the controller as well. Total concentration mode from the Moto2 World Champion. Back at the front, Pecco Bagnaia comfortably ahead. Over 6 seconds clear now is the Ducati man, looking for win number 2 of his virtual MotoGP career.
Now just take a look at the bottom right hand of your screen there. You can see the tyre temperatures. There's something extra in the MotoGP 20 game. You can see each side of the tyre. Now we see obviously there, Mark's tyre was getting really hot, so obviously he must have gone with a soft and being on lap 5. It's not the position he really wants to be in with his tyres already.
I don't think we've got this lap activated as Fabio Quartararo goes down once again. I think this time that was possibly Miguel Oliveira just getting his own back for what happened earlier. There's another crash for Iker Lecuona. You can see his bike gravel to the right hand side. Marc Marquez enjoying quite sadistically actually, taking great pleasure out of the fact that Iker Lecuona has crashed out and he's getting a little bit frustrated with himself. That's Tito Rabat, unfortunately the back of the pack at the moment is the Reale Avintia rider. We'll have to speak to him after the race actually, because before we went live with this, Tito Rabat was just moaning at myself for not speaking to him, not interviewing him last time at the virtual race. I said, Tito, unfortunately, nothing of real interest happened to you. You finished outside of the top 5. I said if he get here, but we'll take him by surprise and ask him a question this time to keep him happy, because he wasn't best pleased. He was ready and waiting to answer the questions, but unfortunately we didn't come to him in the press conference last time.
Now Pecco, he's been pretty imperious out front so far. Obviously Maverick and Alex Marquez are chasing up behind him, see if they can close him down. But I've got to say, Pecco is looking pretty comfortable. I'm not too sure if anyone's going to chase him, but let's not forget, if he does make one single mistake.
Jack, talking of mistakes, another one for Fabio Quartararo. Well, we said to him before the race, Jack, have you sorted the problem of crashing? And he was straight to the point, he said, yeah, sorted it. Clearly he hasn't. He's still struggling to keep it upright in virtual turns. And then again, just looking at what you mentioned, Jack, as well, look to the right hand side of your screen, you can see the rear tyre there for Maverick Vinales. It's totally red. That means it has overheated far too much and he will be struggling for rear grip at the moment.
Yeah, you've got to say that one is properly cooked there, well overdone.
Unfortunately, with over half race distance remaining as well, of course, remember 13 laps for the MotoGP ride instead of 8 that we saw for Moto3 and Moto2. He's got a long way to go to try and manage that rear tyre and get something out of it. Meanwhile, here comes Fabio Quartararo trying to fight his way back through the pack, up the inside of Iker Lecuona. The pair of them come together and Quartararo crashes out once again. Goodness gracious me, what is happening for the Frenchman? He's an absolute sensation on 2 wheels in real life from his first rookie year, but unfortunately it looks as though he just hasn't got the hang of it in virtual terms just yet. 2 pole positions to his name, but he can't stop crashing in the races.
Yeah, it's not really what you want, Jack. I think his head is a little bit gone at the minute, so he needs to just calm down and regroup.
Back at the front though, talking of being calm and hitting the markers and staying extremely focused, as you can see to the left-hand side of your picture there.
Oh, so focused, I don't think he even said a word.
There goes Marc Marquez, he's crashed out. Whilst we were looking at Pecco Bagnaia, it looks as though Maverick had made a mistake. I'm not sure if he crashed out, but he certainly ran wide somewhere, because it allowed Marc Marquez back up to third place, but only momentarily, because the world champions crashed out, and he's now dropped back down to fourth place. What that has allowed is Alex Marquez to escape. Last time we were on board with Maverick, he was right on the rear wheel of Alex Marquez, with a pair of them pushing each other for second place, but he's now got a 3-second advantage as Alex Marquez.
Here's Lorenzo Savadori. Of course, this is the first time Lorenzo has joined us, and he's looking to get past this one of the Tech 3 Racing riders. I think that's Ike Lecuona. Yes, it is. We'll see if he can make his way up through on the sole Aprilia out there on the field.
Oh, sideways, once and twice is Lorenzo Savadori through turn 5. Putting up a fairly strong effort so far. Experience with, especially with this new Motogp 20 game, is absolutely everything. As you can see, we've got the same top 3 as we've had during the opening 2 races. Those guys that just click with the console have been able to continue the pace regardless of the game, regardless of the circuit as well. So for Savadori to come in and be, well, ahead of Fabio Quartararo and Tito Rabat so far, be challenging ahead of Ike Lecuona, who both have virtual GP experience. That's a good effort so far from Savadori. Back with Marc Marquez, the world champion, now wide into Lorenzo corner. He'll get it cut off and down the start-finish straight, as we complete lap number 8. His brother Alex Marquez still comfortable in second place at the moment. Pecco Bagnaia must have made a small mistake though, because that gap has been cut.
You just hear everyone laughing at him there.
He takes great joy from other people crashing, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Yeah.
Winding Fabio up with the ale. Unfortunately, he's not going to plan for Quartararo so far, and that was pure frustration.
Yeah, completely, Jack. I think what we're seeing there is just a good old case of video game rage.
I think if he could rage quit, he probably would.
He probably would, yeah, I've got to say.
But he's going to carry on in 10th at the moment. Here we are with the leader then, Pecco Bagnaia, still clear of Alex Marquez. As we were saying before Quartararo went down, that advantage has been cut in half pretty much. It was 6 seconds at one point with Pecco Bagnaia. As you'll be able to see now, whoa, what on earth is going on there? I think that's
that connection.
Yeah, the hot spot for Dino Petrucci is just lagging a little bit, I think. He's jumping from side to side, from left to right. And he's just about holding on his Petrucci at the moment there in 5th place, despite his connection problems. Hopefully we don't have another Dennis Foggia on our hands.
Hopefully not. It's a pretty good thing that Petrucci's a fairly big and strong guy, because it looks like he's having to wrestle that thing pretty hard.
Well, Alex Marquez into turn number 1. Now behind him, this man that we're on board with now, Maverick Vinales, just set the fastest lap of the race. He's got 6 seconds to overcome if he wants to get up to leader Pecco Bagnaia. He's got 4.5 seconds to overcome if he wants to get up to second place and ahead of Alex Marquez. So the lap's starting to run out. He's just running out of time, is Maverick Vinales here. And it looks as though at the moment, despite that fastest lap, he's going to have to settle for another podium place. The bridesmaid once again, it could well be for Maverick Vinales. Can this man come up with something now? Alex Marquez, he's cut the advantage down to half, but he's not been able to make any inroads since then. He's just been fluctuating at around 2.5 seconds as Bagnaia, whatever mistake he made, has been able to refocus and reconcentrate and begin to make progress at the front of the race.
Now, Lorenzo Savadori has to be a little bit aware here. He's got a flying Frenchman coming through from behind him. Fabio Quartararo, we know he's seen that he's made a little bit of contact with a couple of riders as he's tried to go through on them. So we'll see if Savadori can try and remain on 2 wheels.
Another feature for Motogp 20, you can see, well, one of them is right there as we saw in Moto2, the rear wheel popping up in the air. But he's also got a little bit of damage on the right-hand side of that Petronas SRT machine. You can see there the scuffs from the multiple crashes that he's had. Now damage is included in Motogp 20. It's been perfectly highlighted there. Pecco Bagnaia across the line then, lap 10 completed. Still 2.5 seconds clear, probably a little bit more now actually. Yeah, up to 3 seconds for just a split second, ahead of Alex Marquez, who himself is fairly comfortable in second. ahead of Maverick Vinales. Well, he was comfortable in second place, but Alex Marquez has gone down. Your race one winner at Mugello has crashed out, and that's allowed Pecco Bagnaia to escape even further clear at the front of this race. It looks like at the moment, with just a handful of laps remaining, it's going to be another victory for the Italian. He's going to go back-to-back, winning at the Red Bull Ring, and now here at Jerez. He can't be making a mistake though, Jack.
No, he cannot. That is the crucial thing that he really cannot afford to do right now. He may well have a big lead, but Maverick Vinales is putting in similar lap times to him, just as quick, and he cannot afford to make that mistake.
Mistake that Alex Marquez made, coincidentally, has cost him second place. Vinales now ahead of him into second. Ezekiel Cuona was up to second place at one point, had an absolutely lightning start with the Tech Twack KTM man, now down in 8th place. Pecco Bagnaia yet to make any mistakes now. Can he keep it on two wheels? He's just got a couple of corners left here in Jerez before he starts lap number 11, and he's gone down! Bagnaia's out of it, he's crashed out to the lead. 6 seconds was his advantage. Can Vinales take advantage of his mistake? There he goes! Vinales hits the front of this race with just a handful of laps remaining. Well, who would have thought it? Just half a lap ago, Vinales was down in 3rd place, and then Alex Marquez crashes out, so he takes second, and now Bagnaia crashes out, so he hits the front. We were calling him a bridesmaid just minutes ago. It looks as though finally Maverick Vinales is going to take victory in a virtual race, but he's got a handful of laps to hold on, and I'm sure he, more than anybody else, will be aware of the consequences that a crash will cause.
And to make things worse for the guys behind Maverick now, we do know that he was absolutely lightning fast late in the race. So if any chance of Maverick catching it looks like it's going to be almost impossible. The one thing that we thought was a dead cert in this race, the Pecco Bagnaia victory, has gone right out the window.
Marc Marquez just asking then who's in 1st place, and Vinales very happy to chirp up and say, it's me. He's up to 1st at the moment, having taken advantage of a couple of crashes ahead of him. Meanwhile, further down the field, Cuona and Fabio Quartararo coming together once again. We've seen these two battle it out once already, but this time a clean move from Fabio Quartararo. Both of them stayed upright, which is good to see. That's what we want. And he already starting to break clear of Cuona as well.
I don't know if you heard that one there, Jack, but I think that Mark was just asking Danilo Petrucci where he was on the circuit. Danilo replied pretty quickly that it was at turn 6. I wonder if we're going to see these two just deliberately close up and have a little final few lap battle.
Chirping away here. Yeah, Marc Marquez just saying, let's do it. 2 laps remaining. He's going to wait for him, I think. Oh, well. There he is, he's slowing up, he's slowing up. So the battle for 4th place, well, he's slowed up, so Marc Marquez just offering a little bit of entertainment to the fans. It's a DIY battle. He's slowed up to allow Petrucci and Marquez to go to war with just 2 laps remaining. Only problem is, you can still see Petrucci's Wi-Fi, his hotspot, so it's lagging so much.
Yeah, Mark might live to regret this decision as Petrucci starts jumping about all over the place on the track.
Well, he slowed up for a split second, but in true Marc Marquez, in true world champion style, having given him a sniff, he's then put the hammer down and pulled clear of Petrucci again. He's just playing games with him, cat and mouse here at Jerez with Marquez, just trying to lure Petrucci into a battle here.
Now, one thing that Petrucci might enjoy in this scenario, if you remember back to the second virtual race in Austria, Petrucci was the hunted in this scenario, with Valentino Rossi closing him down all the way to the final corner where he made that ridiculous lunge. So maybe Danilo will just enjoy the scenario as being flipped on its head this time as he hunts down Marc Marquez.
We can see the hunting taking place as we look off the rear wheel of Marc Marquez here, and the Ducati comes into sight. He's getting closer and closer with 1.5 laps remaining. It's not for a podium place, this is for 4th place, but surely he's going to provide some good entertainment on the final lap. Big smile on the face of Marc Marquez there.
Big smile around and see Danilo close, waiting on him, touching them both back down. I don't know if Mark stayed up on his 2 wheels there, did he?
He's got away with it. He's got away with it somehow with Marc Marquez, but that's that then. That battle has certainly come to an end with Marc Marquez coming out on top. Look, continue to talk to each other as well. Marc Marquez and Danilo Petrucci with Miguel Oliveira crashing out. You can see the frustration on the top rider. Marquez just asking, are you in 5th place? The coach says, no, it's Alex Rins now. And it looks as though we've had a couple of teammates come together. Both Lecuona and Oliveira are not particularly happy. Well, Lecuona wasn't happy, Oliveira was in hysterics.
Well, I think if Hervé Contreras was watching this at home, I think it would just be sinking back into his sofa right about now after watching that.
On to the last lap then, just one final circuit of Jerez to finish off this incredible Red Bull Virtual Grand Prix of Spain. And of course, remember, doing all of this for 2 Wheels for Life. You can go to www.twowheelsforlife.org to please donate whatever you can as we continue to fight COVID-19 and other dangerous diseases. I'm sure you'll agree that these guys have put on a show for you. Maverick Viñales, the man who looks like taking finally a race win on virtual terms. Marquez echoing our sentiments there, reminding you all that the place to go to donate whatever you can is of course twowheelsforlife.org. Hopefully we've put on a show for you guys here at Jerez with Maverick Viñales taking the win. He finished 3rd in Mugello, 2nd in Austria, but finally he's on the top step of the podium in the factory Yamaha. Ahead of Alex Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia, the previous race winners will have to settle for 2nd and 3rd today. Here's the world champion Marc Marquez, comes across the line in 4th place once again, just missing out on the podium. Alex Rins eventually battling his way back through to 5th, ahead of Danilo Petrucci in 6th place, whose internet has clearly and thankfully been able to see out all 13 laps. Miguel Oliveira in 7th as Tito Rabat's clearly just had a crash on the final lap. Fabio Quartararo in 8th, and Nicola Lecuona and Lorenzo Savonaroli. What a race these guys have put on.
La curva che perdi più tempo.
Io?
Sì, quando cadi, dico.
Ah, sì, perché...
Non so perché.
Perché la moto va pam 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 pam.
Sì.
Guarda la...
Alex Marquez and Maverick Viñales and Pecco Bagnaia all talking to each other there. Just talking to Pecco. Alex was just explaining that the place that he went down was the